dominating performance on Saturday night for the Seattle Seahawks as they take down the Chargers 16-3. Tyler Jones here with you with a look back at Saturday's action as we go over our winners and losers from this performance. And all around, just a very good night. The Seahawks offense made some big plays. They dominated the time possession. They took care of the football. The offensive line was a bit questionable, but for the most part, you have to feel pretty good what you saw from the offense. Defensively, the defense made plays. They got stops when they needed to. Had a turnover from Coby Bryant. More on him coming up in just a bit. Very good debut from Mike Macdonald in his first game with the Seattle Seahawks. This team's in very good shape, it would seem, as they put their best foot forward heading into 2024. Let's start with our winners and losers. We begin with Sam Howell. Look, we're going to be honest with you. Sam Howell had some major question marks heading into Saturday night's performance, as he had not looked good in training camp. Geno was clearly that number one quarterback. The indications were that Sam Howell was closer to P.J. Walker than he was to Geno Smith. But even with facing pressure all night long, Sam Howell made plays. He ran the ball pretty effectively as well, which was another element that he brought to the table that we don't see from Geno Smith. 16 of 27, 130 yards, 1 touchdown. Also had 4 carries for 17 yards. I liked what I saw from Sam Howell. And for me, what I saw from Sam Howell on Saturday night was a guy that I can sit here and say to myself, yeah, he can be my number 2 quarterback. That's fine. Sam Howell can be my number 2 quarterback. That is going to work for this Seahawks team, and they can feel good about having a guy that, if God forbid something happens to Geno, he's capable of getting the job done. And he took care of the football too, which was his biggest issue in Washington and in training camp. Who's a winner from the Seahawks' performance against the LA Chargers? Give me a name that comes to mind, whether it's Sam Howell, whether it's somebody else. Weigh in, let us know who stood out to you in the comment section below. We had a great time on our watch party on Saturday night right here on Seahawks Today. Myself, Smitty, we are here with you. And we're going to keep on keeping on here on Seahawks Today, folks. Sub for dubs. If you had a great time with our watch party, don't worry. We're going to be live for every game. If you missed out, hey, no need to fear. Seahawks Today is here. We're going to be with you every game all season right here on the channel. Subscribe now, youtube.com/SeahawksTV for continuing Seahawks coverage and watch parties for every game this season. We got you covered. Let's go to the losers list. P.J. Walker is here, and for a couple of reasons when it comes to P.J. Walker. One, because of how well Sam Howell played, that affected P.J. Walker, right? There is no chance that P.J. Walker is going to be your number 2 quarterback, and there is no chance that P.J. Walker is even going to be on the active roster at this point as a potential number 3 quarterback. The Seahawks have no reason to carry 3 quarterbacks on the active roster. P.J. Walker showed you nothing on Saturday night. 4 of 10. Very inaccurate, 61 yards, was missing wide open receivers, throwing in a double coverage. P.J. Walker just isn't it. And maybe he can hang around the practice squad, but I didn't see anything from P.J. Walker that said, yeah, I have to have that guy in my active roster. P.J. just isn't that answer you were hoping for. Back to the winners list. Let's go to Derick Hall now. This was the breakout game we were waiting for. Derick Hall was pretty quiet as a rookie in 2023. Tonight, performance he put together, he was one of the best players on the entire football field. 5 tackles, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss. I loved what I saw from Derick Hall. And you think about this edge rusher rotation, all right? You got Draymond Jones, Uchenna Nwosu, Boye Mafe, Darrell Taylor in the mix. A number of guys competing for playing time. Derick Hall showed why that he belongs to be in the conversation and should be a piece that the Seahawks use. I liked what I saw from Derick Hall, and he's a much different type of pass rusher from Boye Mafe. Brings something totally different to the table. I like the mix. Back to the losers list, Dee Eskridge. Here we are again. I'm just sitting here saying to myself, really? Really, Dee Eskridge? I mean, and look, I'm trying to be as positive as I can be because it was a great night for the Seahawks. It wasn't a great night for Dee Eskridge. I mean, he had plenty of opportunities to make plays. Didn't do so in the receiving game. No catches. Not a single catch. Did have 3 targets and couldn't catch the football. Return game, couldn't do anything either. As He had a punt return for 3 yards, and that's supposed to be Dee Eskridge's thing. I mean, when we were doing Madden Sims, remember he had that kick return for a touchdown? Yeah, that's Madden. It's not real life. That's not real with Dee Eskridge. I am so done with this guy. Can't stay healthy. Can't perform when he gets opportunities. Oh, yeah, and then the off-the-field stuff that happened last year. Get the hell out of here, Dee Eskridge. We can sit here and admit it was a terrible draft pick. It was one of the worst draft picks in the history of this franchise, was selecting Dee Eskridge in the second round. And you know what? It's okay. Seahawks have better players. Move on. It's okay to admit when you're wrong sometimes. Every once in a while, I'm wrong. The Seahawks were wrong about Dee Eskridge, and that's okay. Who is a loser from the Seahawks' performance against the LA Chargers? Whether it was Dee Eskridge, P.J. Walker, somebody else that comes to mind, wait in the comments section. Give me a name. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. Game Time is the place to go for last-minute tickets. The best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Game Time is authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets faster and easier. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to first pitch. With last-minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy shows, theater productions, and more. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Whether you're looking for tickets for a Seahawks preseason game, a Mariners game, whatever it may be, they got it all. Choose the event, got the prices listed, check out your seat. Check it out with Apple Pay, Google Pay, all major credit card providers. Download Game Time today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Let's talk Kenny McIntosh now. Breakthrough performance for Kenny McIntosh. Didn't see him a whole lot last year. Very limited role. We saw Zach Charbonnet a little bit, but then it was Kenny McIntosh's time to shine. And with DJ Dallas gone, there's a chance for Kenny McIntosh to establish himself as the number 3 back. And we know what Ryan Grubb wants to do with this passing attack of using running backs in the screen game as receiving backs, which Kenny McIntosh did a very good job at Georgia. He made his case be known. Ran the ball well, also got involved in the receiving game with 2 catches, only had 1 yard, but still got involved. I like what I saw from Kenny McIntosh. I saw enough where he doesn't need to be replaced. I know some of y'all were saying maybe we should go get another third running back. Kenny McIntosh, he's more than capable. I like what I've seen. Back to the losers list. Jason Myers makes this list. And, you know, I'll be honest. With a performance like this, somebody's got to be on the losers list. That's where he found Jason Myers. Missing a PAT? Come on, Jason. We're not doing that. We're not missing PATs. Hopefully he got it out of his system in the preseason. But he did hit a 48-yarder, so that was nice. But don't be missing PATs. Don't do that, Jason. You know better than that. No excuse to be missing PATs. Hopefully that isn't an issue when the season rolls around. Brady Russell makes the winners list. Brady Russell, good night tonight. In a crowded tight end room, trying to find another receiving tight end outside Noah Fant. Brady Russell made a strong case. 3 catches, 25 yards, touchdown score. I like Brady Russell. Maybe we'll see more out of him the next couple of weeks, but don't sleep on him and his potential to potentially make the 53-man roster. I liked what I saw. Brady Russell, very deserving on the winners list. Next on the losers list, Jack Westover. Jack Westover, all I was told, all I've been hearing from y'all in the chat over the last couple of months, the Seahawks have another receiving tight end threat besides Noah Fant. They got the UDFA Jack Westover. And what was my response to y'all? He's a UDFA. Slow the burners down. Right? I know he played at Washington under Ryan Grubb and Scott Huff and all that, but he's still a UDFA. There wasn't much from Jack Westover. No catches, 1 target, struggled to get open, and Brady Russell clearly outplayed him. So Jack Westover, not looking good on your chances to make the roster, man. Now, maybe he makes the practice squad, potentially works his way up later, but didn't really show much tonight. What's your confidence level in the Seahawks right now? I feel really good after what we saw on Saturday night. What's your confidence level at scale from 1 through 10? I'll go with about a 7.5. I think that's fair. 7.5, weigh in, let us know. Last on the winners list, Coby Bryant. A lot of talk about Coby Bryant this year, right? This was somebody that had played corner initially, moved to the safety spot, got banged up last year. Seahawks were hoping to see a lot out of Coby Bryant. And think about this. What was Saturday night? it was Coby Bryant Day, as you had all 3 jerseys that the OG Kobe wore, the 8 with the Lakers, the 10 with the Olympic team, 24 with the Lakers, and our Coby Bryant stood tall. And he had the pick. He made some other plays as well. He showed that he can be a realistic option as that potential number 3 safety. We know Mike Macdonald wants to play 3 safeties. Coby Bryant, what was the analogy I've been using the last few weeks? Kind of like what Ron Swanson says, never half-ass 2 things, whole-ass 1 thing. Coby Bryant had been okay at corner, okay at safety. This is the first time he's looked really good, and he's learning that position well. So I like what I saw from Coby Bryant. Last on the losers list, I got to put Olu on this. I had to pick out an offensive lineman. I'm going to go with Olu here, and here's why. Olu, this offensive line kind of struggled in the beginning. And you look at where Olu's at, he's already losing his job to Connor Williams. In the interior of the offensive line, didn't do that great. You didn't see much that said, you know what, Olu's losing his job, but maybe we could play him at guard instead. Not really. Olu's going to be a backup when the season begins. Hopefully he gets better, but I think we got an example why the Seahawks went out and got Connor Williams based on what we saw on Saturday night. Nonetheless, big win for the Seahawks. They advanced to 1-0 in the preseason. We'll have more coverage throughout the week here on Seahawks Today. Subscribe now for free for continuing coverage right here on the channel. I'm Tyler Jones. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining us.